All right, good morning. We are going to do our health time now. So take out your health books. I want to review our comprehension checks. So remember, your parents don't have to send me your comprehension checks from history or health, because I'll go over, usually if I remember the next day, I'll go over those comprehension checks so you can check with me. But the ones I did check, we did have some things that were missed. So I'm glad that I got a chance to at least see that so we can make sure, because you do have your quiz today, quiz 3 in health, that you're going to be working on. So be looking at that carefully and listening here to review as we review some of those things. So first thing, page 60 lists 2 ways sickness can be spread. And remember, so some of you, I think, were saying like from cough, or not, you were, I don't know if you said mouth or something, but remember, it's through coughing. That's why we have to be careful we don't do this when we cough, because our germs are spreading all around our hands, or they're on our hands and then we're touching our friends, okay? That's why coughing or sneezing, we put our, cover our nose and our mouth in our elbow so that we're not spreading those germs everywhere. But also just touching somebody or something that has this germ or sickness, that will allow us to get that disease to be spread, or that sickness can be spread that way. Also, kissing, remember? So if I have, whatever I have to do, if I have to do that and gross you out, then I'll do that to help you remember. So it's kissing, it's touching, coughing, or sneezing, okay? Those are the 4 ways that sickness can be spread. Okay, or touching. I don't want to get too close because, you know, washing hands all the time makes them a little bit ashy, so they're not looking that great right now. So remember those ways that sicknesses can be spread. Then, most germs enter our bodies through what? And some of us miss this too. Through our nose, our mouth, and breaks in your skin. Now, this is a great time to remember that, because think, what do we have to do right now? Every single one of us, hold on. Oh, I don't have it even with me out here. I thought I did. Okay, never mind. I had a couple of, oh no, wait, do I? I'm sorry. I know, I keep doing this. This is ridiculous. Yes, I knew I did, because my cousin just made these for us. So why do you think we're doing this? We have this to cover our mouths and our noses, okay? So you have to cover your mouth and your nose because germs get into your mouth and your nose, but also through breaks in your skin. So remember, we said if you get a cut and have an opening in your skin, wash it out well, and then put a bandage over it so germs are not getting in through that. So think carefully about those breaks in your skin. Some of you had cough or nose and mouth, but you didn't have breaks in your skin. When washing your hands, you should scrub your hands for, and some of you put cleanliness. No, for how long? It wants to know for how long, because that's what it told you. On the page, it said when you wash your hands, you need to wash your hands for 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. So wash your hands for 20 seconds, okay? I'm going to know who's watching my video if you can answer these questions. If you're not listening and paying attention, then you're going to struggle on your health tests and quizzes and things. So you really got to pay attention, because I give all these answers so that you will know them for tests and quizzes coming up. So be paying attention. And then always cover your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze. And that's why we say do it in your elbow, because you're covering both. So cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. And if you look at the top of the page, that's where the answer is. So make sure when you're answering those comprehension check questions, look back in through your pages and go back through those. Even if you don't remember what Miss Monroe said, it's right there in print for you. So go back and read it through again. It will help you. Same thing with this one. I'm wondering how many of us got this. Bacteria and viruses are blank that cause illness. I don't know what it is. I don't have a clue. But you do know, because if you go back to the very beginning of this section that we were just in, what is it, page 59, I believe. No, actually. Oh, no, it's actually going to be page 63. So if you go back to page 63, which is just a couple pages before, it says viruses and bacteria are germs that cause illness, right in your terms to remember. So bacteria and viruses are germs that cause illness. Then what does it mean to identify a type of illness? That's what your doctor does. He will diagnose you. So diagnose, say it, diagnose. When you're finding out what you're sick with, because your parents may not know, and again, that's your term to remember. That's why I tell you what Miss Monroe told you all year long. Study your terms to remember and your bold print words, and then put them in your comprehension check so you can just study your comprehension check. But again, on page 63, he will diagnose and treat your illness. Virus, your body will usually work hard to cure itself. Bacteria, so all of those things are right there for you. So think that through carefully. So diagnose means to identify a type of illness. Then clean is number 3. Because germs multiply in unclean places, there's your hint, then keep things clean to prevent illness. Florence Nightingale began the modern nursing profession. Very good. And then during hot weather, we need to take a bath every day or shower every single day. So that's very important. All right. Just want to make sure that I'm going to the right place. Okay. So we need to learn how to take care of our bodies. And the first thing we're going to talk about is our hair. And I'm going to try to get through this quickly because then I want to talk through your quiz with you as well. So your hair, it is not necessary to wash your hair every day. If your hair is thin, you may need to wash it frequently, but thicker hair does not need to be washed as often. No matter what hair type you have, you will look your best when your hair is clean and brushed. When you keep your hair neat, it tells others that you are taking care of the body God gave you. Now, maybe you don't mind if you walk around like this, okay? And you're like, I don't care. Like, it's my hair. I get to do whatever I want with it. Well, that's a good thought, but remember, you're not your own. Our bodies belong to the Lord. He gave us what we have, and we should look appropriate so that when people see us, they're like, oh, they care about themselves, and people can tell how much you love the Lord and you take care of the body that God gave you. Your teeth have different shapes because they have different jobs. Each kind is necessary to chew your food well. Your front teeth are called your incisors, and they bite and cut your food. So you can think of scissors. They cut, okay, then they bite. The teeth next to the incisors are cuspids, right there. See? Incisors are here. These are your cuspids. They have one cusp. They have one part to them, one point on them. And you can see and feel that one point when you put your thumb in there. And then there's like that one little indent that's there. That's one cusp. So that's a cuspid. They can tear apart coarse fruits and vegetables and meat. Like that's what Zoe's using now because she can't get those front teeth because they're not there. And so she's using her cuspids to tear to eat the fruit or to get the meat or vegetables. Your primary molars are next to the cuspids. So after your cuspids are your primary molars. When you are between 9 and 11 years old, bicuspids will grow in to replace your primary molars. Bicuspids have 2 points or cusps for tearing and crushing food. Bicuspids are right there afterwards. And there's 2 marks. You can't really see it that well, but there's 2 marks that they will make on your body, on your thumb if you have an imprint. But they tear and crush. So incisors cut and bite. Your cuspids, they tear coarse fruits and vegetables. Bicuspids tear and crush. They start to crush our food. Your first permanent molars came in when you were about 6 years old. That is why they are called 6-year molars. Molars are in the back of your mouth and they grind your food into tiny pieces. When all your permanent teeth have come in, you will have 12 molars in all. You should have a dentist examine your teeth every 6 months. When you go to the dentist office, a hygienist will first clean your teeth and examine your gums to make sure they are healthy. Then the dentist will make sure you are losing your baby or primary teeth and that your adult or permanent teeth are growing in correctly. He will also check to see if you have cavities. Cavities are small holes in your teeth caused by sugars and acids in your mouth. Brushing your teeth will help prevent those cavities. You should brush your teeth for 2 minutes at least twice a day. Twice. So think of just the number 2 and that'll help you. 2 minutes twice a day at least. Daily flossing between your teeth will also prevent cavities and help keep your teeth clean. Cavities form when sugar mixes with plaque. Plaque is a sticky film of harmful germs that constantly forms on and between your teeth. So plaque is just constantly there. It's on your teeth and it's going in between your teeth, and that's why you need to brush but also floss, because our toothbrush can't get in between to get that plaque from in between our teeth. You cannot see plaque because it does not have any color. First, plaque breaks down the sugar in food and it changes that sugar into acid. Yikes. Acid is never a good thing. If you've ever watched acid, it just erodes and breaks down things very quickly. Well, then the sticky plaque keeps that acid on your teeth. Once acid forms, it will attack. It goes on the attack. There are little men that are little germy plaque monsters that are attacking your teeth. They attack the enamel on your teeth. And guess what? Every time you eat something sugary, it attacks for 20 minutes. So that plaque is sitting on your teeth and it's destroying and destroying and destroying for 20 minutes. All types of sugar can harm your teeth. It is not only how much sugar you eat that causes cavities, but also how often you eat sugar and how long that sugar stays in your mouth. If you cannot brush your teeth after eating sweets, then you need to rinse your mouth at least with water to help wash away some of that sugar on your teeth. After many acid attacks, the enamel is damaged and cavities appear. To protect your teeth, eat less sugar and be sure to brush and floss every day. Sweet foods that stay in your mouth a long time, including cough drops, gum, and breath mints, they allow the acid to stay on your teeth even longer because you're sucking on them and chewing on them for longer, and that acid is just staying there because there's sugar in those things. The sticky sweets that you enjoy, such as raisins and other dried fruits, mints, toffee, and caramel desserts, and even peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, can be harmful if they are allowed to remain on your teeth. Swapping sugary snacks with fresh fruits and vegetables is a smart idea that could also keep painful cavities from forming on your teeth. We want to try to avoid those cavities. So if you can't brush your teeth, then what should you do? Rinse your mouth with water because that gets some of that out of your mouth. So keep track. Keep track of everything you eat for one day. Underline with red everything that has sugar in it. Check labels for the hidden sugar that we talked about, the dextrose, the lactose, the maltose, the corn syrup, corn sweeteners. All of those little hidden ones, go back in your book and look where it says the food labels we talked about and check. But you're home, so this is a perfect activity to do while you're home. Count how many different times you ate sugar during the day. Multiply the number of times you ate sugar by 20. Now you know how to multiply 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, so you can do that to find out how long acid has been working on your teeth. Remember, sugar that remains in your mouth for a long time can cause cavities to form faster. But you have the opportunity now that you're home to at least brush even after some of those things. So brush your teeth and make sure at least twice a day for 2 minutes, but get that time in so that you're not ruining your teeth with those sugary things. All right, because of time's sake, I want to review a little bit and read your quiz to you. So I'm just going to do a really quick, smaller video after this one because of time. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.